Hello folks, Fuzzy Pixels here. Final Fantasy XV is out, there's an opening scenes video already up, and I'll be streaming it fairly regularly over on Twitch. There's a review coming at some point as well, but for this week's top 5, we're going to expand our focus to look at the JRPG genre in general, and try to do the impossible. Pick 5 of the very best JRPGs of all time. Here it goes. Hands down the best game to ever grace the Wii, Xenoblade Chronicles manages to combine the best of the evolution of Western RPGs with the staples that have made JRPGs historically great. The open world is expansive, stuffed with things to see and do, and it's gloriously presented as well. The combat borrows from MMORPGs to feel present and impactful and exhilarating. The story is grand and sweeping, filled with twists and turns, not to mention characters that are richly drawn and brilliantly complex. It's the best JRPG, and a contender for best RPG generally, of its generation. No matter which way I went on this, it was going to be controversial, and to be honest, this is a toss-up between Final Fantasy VI and VII really, but I'm going to go with the populist choice here, mainly because of its impact. Final Fantasy VII has arguably the best setting, iconic moments, soundtrack and characters in the whole series, but it's the gameplay that really stands out. The battling is still strategically engrossing to this day, the open world is rich and varied, and materia is the best progression mechanism in the entire series. It's simple, yet enormously versatile, and it's never been bettered. There's a reason that this game has spawned so many spin-off games, movies, and fiction. It's just brilliant. Enough said. On reflection, it's strange to think that a series about virtual cockfighting has proven to be one of the greatest cultural phenomena ever created, but here we are. Pokemon was always going to make this list, but it was quite difficult to choose between the originals that began the phenomenon and later releases that refined the formula. In the end though, the second generation for the series is probably where the pinnacle lies. Gold and Silver expanded on the originals in so many key areas, introducing day and night cycles, many more Pokemon types, breeding options, and multiple regions to visit. It's probably one of the most addictive gaming series ever conceived. Part high school simulator and part supernatural murder mystery, Persona 4 is a genre-twisting masterpiece. Much like Xenoblade, it's a game that you point to when some idiot tells you that JRPGs are stale and boring and stuck in the past. Here's a game that leaves behind the grand sweeping epics to tell a more personal, relatable story where you battle your inner demons and discover who your true friends really are. And it's a game with some of the greatest characters in video game history, characters whom you'll miss once you finish the game, having spent so much time with them. The smooth combat, the innovative Persona fusion, and the way P4 blends together the familiar and the fantastical, these things all add up to make this game, especially the golden version on Vita, one of the most captivating, moving, and downright excellent games you'll ever play. The term Dream Team should not be used lightly, but when you're talking about a band of developers that includes the likes of Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of Final Fantasy, Yuji Horii, creator of Dragon Quest, and Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, there are a few other ways to describe the masterminds behind Chrono Trigger. And with such talent at the helm, perhaps it's unsurprising that Chrono Trigger is the greatest JRPG of all time, if not one of the best games ever made. It tells one of the finest stories to grace our medium, delivering an epic tale of time travel and loss, and culminating in over a dozen different possible endings. Its incredible art style and cast of compelling, lovable characters is matched by a phenomenal soundtrack, innovative combat, and a non-linear narrative that is the very epitome of the term replay value. That's the thing about Chrono Trigger. You can play it again and again and again without ever tiring of it, discovering new elements each time. And now I have Frog's theme stuck in my head.